the next team to please turn on your cameras and let me know who's going to share your screen so I can add you as the co-host. The next team is beginner team 2. I'm not hearing anything, so anyone, not all at once.
I'm not sure who's presenting yet.
Okay.
I think, okay, Maya will be presenting for us.
Okay. So, Jay, you are in the team as well.
Yeah.
Who else is in the team?
Pauline, Shay, and Ariel, along with me and Maya.
Okay, I need you to turn on your camera. So, Maya, turn on your camera. Shay, you have your camera on. So, add you as pin. Ariel is in the same team, right? Yes, awesome. And Pauline. So, and Maya, you are going to share your screen, so I'm going to make you co-host. Okay, you can start sharing your screen. You are the co-host right now, so you should be able to share. Let me know when you're ready so I can start the timing. Just say go and I'll start, and then you can start your presentation.
We're good.
Okay, let's go. At 10 minutes.
Hi, my name is Ariel, and I'm representing my group for our game that we made, MathBud, where Math Blossoms. Our team. My name is Ariel, and I'm a grade 9 student.
My name is Pauline, and I am a grade 10 student.
My name is Jay. I am a grade 11 student.
My name is Shay. I'm a grade 10 student.
And I'm Maya. I'm a grade 11 student.
Our contents. These are all the things we're going to be going over in this presentation. The problem. The problem is that the world is falling behind in achieving quality education. This is because the way mathematics is taught doesn't align with the students' learning preferences or the 21st century methods of knowledge, which results in students lagging behind. The data shows the yearly school completion rates for primary, middle schoolers, and high schoolers in Ontario. School completion rates are rising, but the pace is slow and very uneven. As you can see from the data, this shows that even though school completion rates are rising, kids still have a lot of difficulty when it comes to completing school, more visibly as the school years progress. If nothing changes in a few years, school completion rates in Ontario will only continue to get lower and more at a faster rate.
So given that issue, our program aims to help students in need of extra support by providing them a both educational and entertaining way to learn mathematics. Everyone should have a chance at quality education, so we aim to make that goal more accessible, also allowing users to have fun and have it align more with their learning styles.
Our strategy is to make an entertaining educational program to help students enhance their understanding of math and to deliver the lessons in an engaging way. And we've added a game component to keep them engaged and encourage them to use the program more often and such.
How it works. It's a farming game. We will also have a classroom mode versus just a solo mode. By completing math levels, user gain progress to the main storyline. Resources come from the shop in the game, and quests come from NPCs.
So our target audience is mainly, for right now, going to be students going through from kindergarten to grade 8 with difficulties in math. More specifically, students who do not have access to education that accommodates their needs, students who've missed stages in education and the education system and have not been given the chance to catch up, and of course, any and all students, no matter their gender, ethnicity, race, culture, background, religion, or anything of the sort.
We plan on having social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok to attract users. To keep customers satisfied and keep people using our program, we plan to have enough content to keep users engaged. Since we have a classroom mode, our program will be used in schools and will be encouraged for students to continue to use it even at home.
Business and financial strategy. Since our app will be free to use, our main strategy is our program being a potential partner app for schools while also being available to users outside of school. We intend to make the program accessible for everyone regardless of financial status. Our program will be funded by schools and nonprofits who value education for the youth. For our classroom mode, it will be a pay to use feature for teachers to at least have a little bit of income. We are trying to make our program as accessible as possible, so making it pay to use isn't really the way to.
Future steps. Our future steps would be to make more features for the classroom mode, to add more mechanics in the game, continue on with the storyline, adding more math questions, perhaps even branching out to help high schoolers, maybe, or even post-secondary students. And now onto our website.
So as we progressed through our website page, we had, as you saw before, our main page, which shows basically, our name, our slogan, what we're here for, and the logo. Here we're in the login page, so if you continue on, students will be able to choose whether they are part of a classroom for the teachers, where they would have a personalized classroom code to join the class, or they have the option to learn on their own. And before you actually go straight into learning, we have made an assessment quiz to figure out where students are at, where they might be struggling, where they might be blossoming, etc. So we can take a quick look at the assessment quiz. It's just some basic math questions that most students, from at least for the majority of elementary school, would know. Some of them are there a little harder for others, so you can tell. Because if you answer all of them right, but you're a kindergarten student, you might not be able to use our program properly, because you might know the answers to these questions, but the lessons might be harder for you. And at the bottom, once you submit, it gives you percentage at the bottom. So if we continue on to starting your learning, unfortunately we only have grade 4 coded, but we have like different lessons. The more you progress, the more lessons you unlock. We don't have much for the actual lessons yet. We didn't have enough time for that. But once you finish a lesson, you can either return the lessons to continue more, continue to the next lesson you just unlocked, or you can check on your crops. Now this part is still definitely a work in progress, but here you can see that you have your little garden. You can choose to water your plants, plant seeds. You have options for dirt, pots, and shovels. At the top, you've got your shop, so you can go get, like, with every lesson that you do, you earn coins. You can use those in the shop to broaden your resources for your plants. There's your inventory, the math lessons, of course. You can go back to the homepage, or you can continue into the town, where I'm pretty sure you'll be able to meet different NPCs. Again, this isn't fully coded yet, but it's kind of this part of the game, at least, is where you can move your character around to different spots in the town once we get to fully coding that part. And I believe that is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. Okay, I would like to hear what judges, if they have any questions. I'm going to ask the Ariel and everybody, please keep on your camera for the feedback and for the questions.
Okay, so I had a question about classroom mode versus solo mode. So, like, how would you design the interaction flow of like both of these different modes, and like how would they really differ in meeting the specific needs of like individual students versus, for example, the classroom settings, and what advantages might those have over the other?
So with the solo mode, users will be able to like slowly progress through the levels that are more or less pre-made, and with the classroom mode, the teacher will be able to input what the students are working on in class to make it different. So for example, one fourth grade class might be working on like geometry and like squares and stuff like that, but other users might be working on something else. So that's how we plan to make it different.
Mm-hmm. And do you guys intend on like introducing some more features for like the classroom mode, since that's more of a pay to use model? Like, do you plan on like rolling out new features in the future to enhance the learning experience to that end?
I'm gonna be quite honest. Oh, go ahead, Shay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Right now we don't have any plan, but generally, yes, we might be able to like make a mini like quiz version where the teacher can make a quiz and then the students answer and they can see where they are, or they can make like incentives in the game for the kids to be more excited to learn. And with that, the teacher could take them like their learning, and for example, if you get this much coins, stuff like that, you can get like a pizza party in class. Like, it's gonna give the teacher a way to teach the kids and make them more motivated to learn math. So they could like be more. It can be more enjoyable for them.
Okay, sounds good. I'll pass it over to Sana now if you have any questions.
Yeah, I think I had the same question about the classroom and solo mode. My other question is that so for today, Prodigy is a pretty big math program that is used in a lot of classrooms and a lot of schools, and they have a similar idea where they have the user interacting with NPCs or even just like other users, whether it's in the classroom or not. My cousin, for example, I see him playing it all the time and he learns math through that. So my question to you is, how would you separate your product specifically from a larger app like Prodigy?
Does anyone have an answer? Because I have one for this. I'm not sure. I don't want to cut anyone off.
Go ahead, Jay.
All right.
Go ahead, Jay.
Actually, one of my main inspirations our main inspiration when thinking of this was Prodigy. I grew up on Prodigy. That's how I've learned most of my math. But how we plan to make it different from that and not, copyright them or anything is Prodigy is more of an adventurous game. Like, you go and fight monsters, you get armor and stuff like that. Whereas our game is a farming game, so you take care of plants. Maybe even in the future, you might take care of animals while following a different storyline too.
Makes sense. Is there anything in particular, like say for example, you were like pitching to a school, and they were already using Prodigy? I'm just curious, but like, what would be like your main thing that you would say to get them to switch over to MathBud as opposed to Prodigy?
I'd say with my personal experience with Prodigy, they don't really have any features where teachers can see where the students are at. At least I've never seen any other thing like that. Whereas our program, we plan to actually have that. So maybe leaderboards or an actual way for teachers to see, what are they getting right? What are they getting wrong? Do they need extra help or anything like that?
Yeah, I love the idea. Thank you so much for answering my questions.
Okay, so if that's it, Team Beginner 2, great job.